Hey everyone, it's me, Blake, or Brian Dash, where you like to call me, and I'm going to be coming out before you ask. No, I'm not gay, do not worry. I mean, they do you, I won't do anyone, so that sounds wrong. Anyway, I'm here to show you kind of proof that I am a furry. One is my wolf feet right down here. My tail is right here. Ooh, my wolf head, he comes not today, not tomorrow, but the next day. So day after tomorrow, well, it's technically midnight now, so technically tomorrow. I'm super excited about that. I'm just hoping it doesn't go back to the depot or I'll probably cry. I'm not joking, I'll cry. And of course, one paw, two paws. So we lay this all out together and move my jacket or whatever the heck that's called. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know, I was doing this tourist thing. Now I'm getting my wolf head, so it would be here too, but I don't, because it's ordered, but I don't have it right now on me. So, there we go. My furry gauntlets. They go around my wrists. My paws that match perfectly. My tail, it's a small tail, but works for now. And my furry feet. Now I'm planning to get a fursuit soon. In fact, a person I work with at Walmart supports the furry community big time. And I told her how I want to go to hospitals and schools and stuff, and she said, I want to hug you right now. So I told her that all I need now is a fursuit. She's like, you know, if you find something that sews and has a seamstress, then you can go and get one. Also, really fast, I got my treats here. So I told her, yeah, I could, but the problem is they cost so much. I don't want to pay like $400 just for a first. I mean, just to sew some stuff on. I might as well just go and get a fursuit. She said maybe, and I'm like, can you sew? She's like, yeah. I said, do you want the fur, like the clothes or whatever? She's like, I'll pay for half if you want. You know, so I told her, you know, hey, whatever you want, just tell me what you need to do. I mean, if you want to pay half, you can. I'm not saying you have to. She's like, I know, I want to. You know, can help you keep on going. Just tell me though, like, what I need to know what color you want. I'm like, anything brown? She said any kind of fur. I said there's wolf fur here. I don't really. It doesn't really matter. And again, I didn't tell her she had to pay for half of it. I didn't tell her that. She offered, and I said, yeah, well, that's what I'm looking for. I said, if you're going to pay for some of it, then at least let me get the, at least, she says, I have fabric. I'm like, okay, then I'll at least let me get the sweats and shirt. You know, because that color doesn't really matter. So, I may not be getting, like, the really furry stuff, but I can get, like, the minor furry stuff, which is good because I got an 8-yard furry thing I was about to today. And it said it was over like $1,000, like $100 dollars. I'm like, oh my gosh, I might as well just buy a fursuit for that much. And so I'm like, yeah, you know, this ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna spend that. I mean, I love furries and I want to be a furry so bad. But sorry, I'm looking at my pantry. But I'm not spending that much on an unofficial fursuit. So I'm gonna buy a fursuit eventually. I found one. I saved 2 of them actually. That's worth like $100 some, like $180, which is really cheap for a fursuit. Considering for the really well made ones, they usually range them to $1,000 some. So yeah, still looking for stuff. Anyway, so I can get like normal, furry stuff for literally not really a bajillion bucks. I know that for sure. This is going to be loud because I'm about to pull this chip off, so be very, very patient. Yeah. So yeah, I found these fursuits that were actually really good that don't cost that much, and the website's a trusted website, and they sell for a lot of fursuits on sale, and a lot of them are previously used, but however, the people that own them, people that own them, people who bought them, people who own them, expect to make sure there's no tears, no rips, no nothing bad, and then they put them get them. And if they are ripped, they fix them with the best material ever. Which is good. So the one I found said it had a rip in it, but they fixed it with I forget what thread they said they used, but it was like really good thread. Like, oh my gosh, what the heck for a thread? It was freaking awesome. But yeah, so they said yeah, it's a rip, but we can work around that. We can fix it up for you. I'm like, okay, cool. So a few fursuits to have in stock are really good that I have saved. Apparently this fursuit was made by Made For You, and this the rest of the thread and string was perfect. And I can make a cheap fursuit, which isn't really that hard, and plus also technically all I'm doing is sewing fabric together to make a shirt or sew it onto a shirt for a form. So I could do that, and that's awesome. So in case you haven't know, I am a furry, and I am happy to be a furry. But yeah, so I don't really care what people say. I'm a furry, and I'm happy to be a furry. And if you hate me, you hate me. If you don't, well, you don't. The thing is, you really shouldn't hate other people for being furries. Now, some people ask me what my favorite shows are because they're like, "Oh, you're not furry." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." They're like, "Okay, then yeah, go ahead. Name your favorite Disney show." Favorite Disney show. I don't know if Zootopia is made by Disney, but that's one. I like that one. I also like the old Robin Hood, where he's a fox. That was probably one of my favorite Robin Hood movies. Apart from the TV series, which has real people in it, but still, I like the Robin Hood with the animals. But that's probably my favorite Disney movie. I like Wonder Woman Dalmatians. The Lion King is awesome, especially the new one. I like Marmaduke, Bolt, Shrek, which I consider Shrek a furry movie because Puss in Boots is in it, and he's technically a persona cat, or not persona, anthropomorphic. I like Zootopia. I like just a lot of furry stuff, you know? Again, it's not wrong, as long as you keep the right perspective. I want to do it because I want to have fun with my life. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, I'm going to make this brief. I'm about to end this soon, but I just want to say this right now, okay? This goes out to all my furries, alright? For all my furry friends out there, if you're a furry and people don't like it, screw them. You're a furry and you should be proud of it. And people who hate you for it, they're nothing but a bunch of... Do I want to curse? They're nothing but a bunch of succubus demons, alright? What a succubus is someone who sells itself for sexual pleasure. That's a demon. That's what they are. They're succubus. If they don't like you, it's because they're ashamed because they can't be as creative or as awesome as you. And be like, I don't care what the world says, I like myself for who I am. Because the furries accept everyone. And when I mean everyone and anyone. Doesn't matter, we accept all people. The door is open to everyone, Jesus says that. In my mind, if you're a Christian and a furry, you're just taking that, you're just saying, hey, that goes for furries too. So we're doing Jesus' work there in a way. Think about that. Bronies is not as open, but they are very open people as well, kind of like furries. Just bronies and furries. In fact, they're so close together. Bronies and furries actually share convention centers. Like one side would be a furry, one would be brony, and they even can intertwine. Where furries go to brony conventions and bronies go to furry conventions. Considering that My Little Pony is a form of a furry. No other convention of my knowledge ever does that. Comic-Con allows furries. So, furries is actually, I think, the second most growing thing on the internet. Second only to anime. And anime has a lot of people who have cat ears, so anime is furry friendly too. So, we're going to show this. Just because we're weird doesn't mean we're bad. It just means we're different. But if we're all the same, life would be boring. People like me, furries and bronies, and different people like that alike, make life entertaining. You know, you see all these things on YouTube like, ooh, this is exciting. If everyone was normal, it wouldn't be exciting. And normal can be sad too, so be a furry, be a brony. If you're not, that's your choice. You can be normal if you want to be. I'm not forcing you to do anything, but this is what I'm saying to you. If you feel drawn to do something, don't try to be like, oh yeah, whatever. I'm not a furry. I'm not a brony. If people don't accept you, then just don't accept you. Or Dashi's coming up. People hated Dashi for a long time, and then we came to people loved her because I kept going. So I'm gonna keep on going. Furry, brony, and Dashi. Doesn't matter what you're into. Always keep it in a proper perspective and don't hurt anyone or yourselves in the process. You're good. Until then, thank you for watching this video. Look into the shadows, because this was a strange one. If for more videos from me, do not worry, because they'll be coming like madness. Thank you for one. I also plan on changing the YouTube name to Moonlight Madness 2.0 and figure out something from there. Thank you for watching, and good night. Bro Paw.